we just talk about how amazing coffee is? I was gonna stare at you the whole time when I did that, but then I thought it would be a little creepy. And I haven't made a YouTube video in so long that I was like, maybe I shouldn't scare the people that are still subscribed to my channel away. So yeah, that's just how this video is gonna be. Just, yeah, I guess I should introduce myself. My name's Courtney. I write under the names Lyra Parish, and I am half of Kennedy Fox, USA Today best-selling duo. There is a point to this video. I swear there is a point. It's not a Monday, but I'm always a hot mess, so congratulations. Okay, so anyway, before I go down rabbit trails and we have this really awkward moment, me and you talking right here, we're just gonna go ahead and start talking about the whole reason I'm making this video, which is NaNoWrimo, guys. It's November 1st. Ah! And I am so excited that it's November 1st because it's like my fiscal author year. By the way, if this video pauses a few times, it's because I've been very sick and I still have a weird cough. So I'm gonna cut all those out so you will not have to listen to me hack up, okay? So just 1 second, I'm back. So NaNoWrimo, guys. What NaNoWrimo is it's National Novel Writing Month. It goes from November 1st to November 30th of every single year. A group of aspiring authors and also published authors join into this tight-knit community, and they all try to write 50,000 words in a 30-day period. Pretty sure I explained that right. What that breaks down to is 1,667 words per day that you need to write to make 50,000 words. I remember when I first did Nano in 2011, and I am a huge advocate for it. It completely changed my life, 100%. And people are always like, what? NaNoWrimo changed your life? 100%. If you follow me on Instagram or Facebook, y'all have probably now unfollowed me because all I've talked about for the last few days is NaNoWrimo and how I'm so excited that it's freaking NaNoWrimo. I set out at the beginning of 2011 to write a book. That was before self-publishing is the way that it is now. It was still kind of new and I wanted to do it. I knew that I wanted to be a self-published author. And so what I did was I wrote from March until October, deleted probably like 3 good drafts of about 15,000 words each. I got to a point, I couldn't get past it, deleted it, and started all over. So I wrote the beginning of that book probably 5 to 8 times. And I knew that I needed something more to help push me. So I got on the old Googs. I think it was Google back then. Yeah, got on Google and I did a search for writing contest, and lo and behold, the first thing that came up back in the day was NaNoWrimo. I was like, ooh, what's this? Oh, it starts next week. Oh, I need to write 50,000 words in 30 days. Sign me up, girl. And I signed up. And the first half of the month, I would hit word count goals and I would do little celebrations, but most of my 50,000 words was written in the second and third week of the month. A lot of people are like, why are you such an advocate for Nano? NaNoWrimo does nothing but produce a bunch of crap books. NaNoWrimo encourages people to just write fluff. NaNoWrimo, I've heard everything about NaNoWrimo for the last 7 years, so I get why some people don't like it, but for me, it taught me a lot about myself, and that's why I encourage people who have always wanted to write a book to do it. What it taught me was that I could set a goal and I could make it, that I have a lot of weaknesses when it comes to my writing, and I have a lot of strengths, and that I work really well under deadlines. Hence why most of my book was written in the last 2 weeks of the month. At first, I didn't think that I was gonna make my 50,000 words, and I'd already started the whole, you suck, you're a failure, you can't even do this, you can't even write a book, why did you wanna do this? You know, the self-loathing types of things that your brain says to you when you want to do something and then you really don't think that you're gonna do it. I basically pimp slapped that voice and I said to myself that I was gonna do it, that I had to sit in the seat and I had to write to make it happen. Now, was that book great? No, it wasn't. That was not the point of NaNoWrimo for me. The point was to know that I could actually do it, that I could actually write a book. And at the end of November 2011, I had a book, guys, and I actually got a publishing contract with said book. That happened. Spoiler alert, it didn't really work out, and I went the self-publishing route. So yeah, we won't even go there with that, because honestly, that is probably like a totally whole other video, and I would just be salty the whole time. So yeah, we're not gonna go there. Nanowrimo, guys, there is a whole community based around this little writing competition, and the only person that you're really competing with is yourself. I've had some people tell me that they really didn't want to do it because they didn't want to compete with other people because they're not competitive, and the only person that you're working against is the clock and yourself. It gives you a daily goal. But if you skip days, then that 1,666 words, which doesn't seem like very much, then turns into over 3,000. And if you skip another day, then y'all can do the math. It will add up. If you skipped a week, you have a lot of words to write. Almost, is it 12,000? So I think that it helps you set daily goals, which can sometimes be important. With that being said, if you need to take a break, guys, take a break. Like, do not let Nano ruin your life at all. It's not worth it. I've had people tell me recently that they didn't want to do Nano because they were afraid that they wouldn't actually complete the goal and make the 50,000 words. And I say that no matter if you make 25,000 words at the end of November, or if you make 10,000 words at the end of November, or if you make 5,000 words at the end of November, the whole point is you started, you'll have more words at the end of the month than you did at the very beginning. And that is amazing. That is so amazing. Just starting, for all of you out there who have never written a book before, just starting is so powerful. That means that you have taken that thought in your head and you've decided that you're gonna do something. In 30 days, you might not be able to do it. I haven't seen a book that's been written for Nano that's just instantly ready to publish. Most people who do publish their Nano books, they bring them to edits, they send them to betas. There's still work to be done on it. It's never a finished product, it's a first draft. Guys, this is why we hire editors. And there are so many free resources out there to help you plan your Nano. Like for me, to see all the classes and the courses and the this and the that and oh, you have to do this and all that, it is way too overwhelming for me. I do not work on that detailed instruction, this is how you do Nanowrimo type of thing. And if you are one of those people who do, go for it. But there's a lot of people out there who don't really know where to start, who have an idea, and they're so caught up in plotting every single chapter of this book, a page per chapter, that they don't even start. And I'm here to tell you that it doesn't have to be so hard. It doesn't have to be so hard. I'm sure you've heard of pantsters and plotters. Pantsters are people who write by the seat of their pants. Plotters are people who plot. I would like to call myself a neo-pantster. And the reason for that is because when I write alone, the way that I plot out my books is I have my beginning, I have some little things that might happen up to my climax, which is the main climax of the book, some little things that happen, and then the ending. I always know my Oreo sandwich of a plot. I love Oreos, side note. But that's how I do it. It's worked for me, and it's worked very well for me. You might want to be one of those people who are like, well, I've got to plot every chapter. You're not going to know every little thing that happens in a book, because I can tell you this, with Kennedy Fox, we plot basically every chapter, and there is always something that ends up in that book that was not plotted. Every single book, I promise you, it happens probably. I'm not going to give you some weird statistic, but it happens a lot. If you're doing NaNoWriMo, I am rooting for you. I am so freaking proud of you, and I'm excited. Like, I'm so excited about NaNoWriMo, like, and all these people, because it literally changed my life. And I tell people that, and they think I'm crazy, and I might be a little, but the thing is like, Nano, life-changing, guys. That was in 2011. Like I said, I got a publishing contract. It was supposed to release in 2012, and it ended up not working out. And I took a year off because I was very overwhelmed with what needed to happen after Nano. But I knew that I really wanted to publish. And so I decided in 2013 that I was just going to do it myself. And in 2014, that's when I published my first romance book. and here we are in 2018, and number 20 releases in 2 weeks. So I might be a good example for you of a person that started doing nano who had no idea what they were doing at all. 0 ideas. I wrote 0 chapters in an entire 53,000 word book. 0 chapters, guys. Let that sink in for just 5 seconds. I'll wait. Yep. 0 chapters. It sucked. And it still got a contract with a publisher. The point is, if you want to be an author, if you want to write your first book, you can do it. And nano is a perfect way to start. Like I said, I'm just so proud of everybody, and I love seeing all the updates. Like, tag me on Instagram, tag me on Facebook. I will keep up with you, and I will ask you what your word count is. So do not come to me if you do not want me to check in with you and be like, yo, what's that word count out? You got that 1,667? Because I will. With that being said, I am participating in Nanowrimo this year, guys. It's really kind of nerve-wracking to think about because I haven't written by myself in 2.5 years. 1, I don't have time to do Nanowrimo. 2, my entire goal is to write my 1,667 words during my lunch break, which means I have to book it during my lunch break. I've got a loose plot of what I'm writing. It's a book that I've been wanting to write for a really long time, and yeah, I'm shooting for 55,000 words total. 50,000 of that will be written during Nano, and I don't know what's gonna happen with it. I've had people say, are you publishing it? What are you gonna do with it? I don't know right now. I have no idea. Who knows? It might get published next year. We have a lot of deadlines with Kennedy Fox. Seriously, we have 4 books to write right now, and then we have to get ahead on a duet series that we're releasing pretty much back to back next year. Yeah. So lunch break books, guys, that's what's gonna happen. I do eventually want to start publishing under Lyra again. Like I said, I don't think that this is anything that is going to happen immediately, maybe 2020. Anyway, Nanowrimo, I'm so proud of y'all. I am going to check in with y'all. If you want to follow me on the nanowrimo.org website, it's Lyra Parish. I'll put my little link below. Buddy me, friend me, check in with me, and keep me honest because Lord knows I need it. So anyway, happy November 1st, guys. This is gonna be the end of this video. All right, see you later. Bye.